But now we have to entertain the idea that this whole thing was a publicity stunt. Okay. And now here is the deal, right? If Conor is doing a Ryan Garcia, right? If he's doing a Ryan Garcia where he's doing these videos where he's pretending to be drunk and all of that stuff, he's pretending to be drunk, he's not really drunk, and then he cancels the press conference, everyone's like, dude, is this guy serious? Is he really nursing an injury? And at first you're like, he wouldn't do that. No one plays it harder than Conor. No one. If he's doing a Ryan Garcia, he will go all the way to the wall. Okay, now I told you guys yesterday that I spoke to Chandler in the morning, and he said, tell your fans that the fight is still a go, and I am going to end Conor McGregor's career June 29th. And I said, all right, I'll tell him. And then, like we talked about in my video yesterday, 100 things happened after that had the industry absolutely spinning, going, this fight is going to be off. This is happening. This is happening. This is happening. This is happening. And now we got ARIEL saying that it looks like this fight is still a go, that Conor's going to fight UFC 303 June 29th. I'm going to show you what he said. And then I'm going to tell you all of the ludicrous, most insane, well, not insane. Some of them are insane, but all the rumors that I heard yesterday, okay? Because I heard, if you guys can imagine what it's like to be in my seat, okay? Now, call me what you want, but I have actually been the source of a lot of like kind of forward information and been like, you know, one of the first people to find out about some things. So like people hit me up on this stuff, dude, and I hit everybody up. Everyone was trying to figure out what was going on with this fight yesterday, okay? What's up with Conor? Is he hurt? All right? Did he pull out because he fell off of a bar stool? Did he whatever? So I'm going to tell you, I'm basically just going to walk you through my day yesterday and tell you all the different rumors that I heard, okay? I won't source them, obviously, but like just, you know, without getting, you know, breaking any confidences, I'll just be like, okay, so then I heard this, then I heard this, then I heard this, then I heard this, then this guy told me this. Should have trusted him. Should have trusted this guy. And then I'm going to get you all the way to the stupidest rumor in the history of the fight game. And then I'm going to pose a question to you guys right now, okay? If this fight still happens like it appears that it's going to, is this the single greatest publicity stunt of all time? Could this be the single greatest publicity stunt of all time? Now, you know, it's like, would Conor have canceled the press conference for a publicity stunt? Probably not, you know, probably not. But maybe. And I know that your reaction is going to be, there's no way he would do that. And at first I was like, yeah. But when I lay out why I think he might have actually done that, okay? When I lay this out, you're going to have to entertain that Conor might have actually done that. He might have actually walked from this presser as a publicity stunt because I'm excited to lay out my reasoning. That is what we're going to do today. And then we're going to talk, well, probably, we'll talk about that. Then we're going to talk about Dana White going off to the Nelk boys about Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, because it actually gives us a huge indicator of whether that fight is going to happen. You know, because Dana knows Mike Tyson. And so I think we can pull very easily from something that he said whether or not this fight is actually going to go forward. And I'm going to show you that, and then we're going to talk more about that too. But at first, I wanted to say thank you guys for all of the support. And I was going to ask anybody who has not subscribed yet to go ahead and do that. Help the channel out. Become part of the Jesse on Fire team. The team is simple. You just hit subscribe on the team. Just like that, dude. That's all you have to do. And then if you guys could like the video, that would be amazing. I appreciate you guys very much. All right, so I got to show you a super quick sponsor, Ridge Wallet. It's the bomb, dog. You're going to want one of these for your Faja. Jesse on Fire, what's your favorite sponsor? It's Ridge Wallet, son. And guess what? It's a special Father's Day situation right now. You know that you have a father. And if your father's in your life and you want to take care of them on Father's Day, this is literally the absolute best gift that you could possibly give them. This Christmas, I gave all of the black belts in my academy Ridge Wallets as gifts, and I want them to look at them and think of me every single time they use it. And now you can give one to your father, and he'll think of you every time that he uses his wallet. But Jesse, why would I get my dad a Ridge Wallet? Excellent question. Well, they've got a unique slim design. There are over 50 unique colors and styles. But what if I don't like it? Well, after 99 days, you could send it back for a full refund. What if I break it? Lifetime warranty. Don't take my word for it, though. This is your last chance for Father's Day. Go to ridge.com/Jesse and go shop till you drop. Well, what's so special about your link, Jesse on Fire? You're going to get 40% off. There are links in the description. There are links in the pinned comment, and you will find an amazing gift for your family, and you will also find lots of things that you're probably going to want yourself. Jesse, are there any final thoughts you'd like to give us before you get out of here? Yes, there are. This is my phone. This is my Ridge wallet. Look at that. MagSafe Ridge wallet, son. Go shopping now. Links are in the description. Links are in the pinned comment. You're going to love it. Jesse, why are you wearing a different shirt? Because I recorded this in a rash guard yesterday, and then I went and did jiu-jitsu, and it's sweaty and gross. So I'm wearing this shirt now. I love you guys. Check out the links. You're going to love them. I wanted to start you guys off, though, with a little treat here. So this is Adrian Broner. Do you guys know who Adrian Broner is? Okay, Adrian Broner is a very famous boxer. He was like one of these really flashy guys. He was like Floyd Mayweather's protege, right? He was originally Floyd Mayweather's protege. And in this press conference, he literally confesses to murder and then threatens to commit another murder while promoting a boxing match. And you're like, hey, dude, hey, Adrian Broner, you know how people say like money doesn't change people? It's like, here's what they're talking about. Okay. Like you would think that once a person gets a certain amount of money and they could put themselves in different kinds of rooms that they've never been in before, that someone would tell them like, hey, dude, when you're 36 years old or whatever you are, it's no longer a flex to say that you have murdered a person and beat a murder case. At that point, what you're doing is demonstrating that you're an idiot, because who would admit to that? There is no statute of limitation on murders. You really want people looking into that? You know, if it's true, what are you doing? Anyway, so I want to show you him convinced to murder, and don't murder me, dude. Okay. Consider this, Adrian Broner, good advice. Don't talk about previous felonies that carry life sentences that have no statute of limitations on camera. I mean, this isn't that complicated, I don't think. Okay, let's watch this really quick and then we'll discuss.
Don't play no games, because my niggas got guns with them, bro. And I'm dead serious, bro. And all I got to do is point and they gonna blow. And I'm dead serious, bro. Nigga. And me and my nigga, we done already beat bodies, and they still looking for me. And every charge been acquitted, my nigga. So don't come up here playing. Don't make no false moves. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I will smack the shit out you, my nigga. For real. I'm not playing. I'm not here.
You're gonna smack him or you're gonna murder him? Because I mean, you just said you'd murder him, and now I'm just saying, hypothetically, let's say that whoever you're talking to caught a bullet. You know, just in a hypothetical situation, let's say they caught a bullet and you happen to be in that city or you happen to be whatever, you know, is this a person you think is absolutely impossible that could get clipped? You know, I mean, I would assume you're not dumb enough to actually clip them after you just said on, whatever this is that you would, have them clipped. But let's say they did get clipped. Who do you think they're going to come and put it on?
Here to play. I'm not here to play no games. So we gonna promote the fight, but just be respectful. Don't do no dumb shit. And I'm serious, bro.
Don't do any dumb shit like admit to murder on camera and then threaten to murder someone else.
For real, bro. I'm dead serious. Motherfucker shoot you in your shit. For real, bro. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. You ain't even about none of that. You ain't about none of that. You's a bitch, boy. You ain't about none of that. And I'm dead serious, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you June 7th, my nigga.
He's angry.
No, I ain't angry. I'm dead serious, boy. You's a bitch, boy.
You big mad.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you could play. I ain't playing, boy. I'm going to fuck you up.
Well, yeah, just stick with that, dude. Stick with that. Here, let's play a game, you guys. Adrian Broner, age 34. Okay, dude. Listen. It's not a flex to say you're going to have a dude killed if you're 34. That's just dumb. If you're 24, it's a little old to be making dumb things like that happen. 14, sure. Teenagers all day. By 34, I think you should know enough people, if you're in that, I have no reason to doubt that he's in that life. But if you're in that life, how many people do you know that are doing life? You want to go be with one of them? Don't talk about that.
I'm going to beat that shit off your nails, boy. You a fucking fag, boy.
See, you say that all day. I don't care. I don't care about the F word. I like when people still use that word because it means that woke is dead. All right, so we're going to talk about Conor McGregor, and we're going to talk about ARIEL Helwani, who says that there is great positivity that this fight is actually going to happen. But first, I wanted to tell you guys again, about, like, that's where this is ending up, is that there is actual optimism about that this fight is, you know what, actually, we can just start right there. And then I'm going to tell you all the rumors that I heard yesterday. And then, you know, if one of them ends up being true, like, who knows? And, but more so, we'll talk about the likelihood that this was all a publicity stunt, which would have been absolutely genius. And I'll tell you one of my conspiracy theories related to that. So let's listen to ARIEL super quick, and then we'll talk about it.
And I could tell you, as of last night and as of today, this morning, early afternoon, it's currently 1:10 p.m. Eastern time. I could tell you that there is great positivity that this fight is going forward. As of right now, if you're asking me straight up, to shoot with you all straight up, and I'm the only one doing it, is Conor McGregor going to fight Michael Chandler on June 29th? My answer is yes.
Boom. Now, there is another man who yesterday told me that they would make an outlandish bet that this fight still happens. And this was in the face of all of the, like compounding evidence that this fight was not going to happen. I will tell you who am I friends with that would be most likely to be credible and be in the know about a thing like this, who may or may not be friends with ARIEL. You know what I mean? But first, let me tell you this. All right, so here is exactly how my day goes yesterday, right? And then I'm going to ultimately get to the most ludicrous lie of all time that someone who had been stringing on my buddy. You guys know who Marcus Deegan is? Marcus Deegan has a big podcast. He's an Australian crazy fuck that looks exactly like Conor McGregor. They're kind of like industry buddies too.
Marcus Deegan. Thoughts on Marcus Deegan. Marcus Deegan writes, thoughts on Marcus Deegan. Marcus Deegan, you're the man. We love your podcast.
Like, okay, so first of all, yesterday, talked to Chandler, told you guys that in my video yesterday. He said, let them all know, I'm ending Conor's career. This fight's still a go. I'm going to end his fucking career. So I was like sick. I was on my way to jiu-jitsu, and I'm like, I am going to do that video as soon as I get home. So within a couple hours, the world exploded, right? All the marketing is down for this fight. Everything is falling apart, right? And so when I did my video, I'm like, Chandler said it's still a go, and everything is falling apart. While editing my video, I get word, okay, credible word. Like someone who was giving me, very credible person. And he's like, Conor's out. And I'm like, no, Conor's out, dude. And so I don't, I won't be specific about the story because, I don't know. Like I'm just in case, like I'm not trying to fucking betray anybody here. Conor's out, gonna be out till whenever. Then I talked to someone else. Very fucking credible, dude. Conor's out. So like the word across the board is that Conor's out. Okay. Now these two guys were specific about what was going on with Conor, and it was the same story. So I figured it was true. So I hit up Chandler and I'm like, dude, I just heard what's going on. I'm sorry you're dealing with this, man. What a nightmare. And Chandler's like, everybody thinks they know what's going on. And I was like, oh, well, I heard yada, yada. And I think he said something like, wow, sounds serious. I should have known from that response on its own that he's like, And this convo with Chandler's so funny because it starts with me being like, hey man, like I'm on the inside. And then when I actually just read it back, the whole thing sounds like Chandler like, whoa, dude, man, really? Man, that's a crazy story. Hope it's not true. I think I was just telling him something, as I found out later, was completely inaccurate. Okay? Inaccurate. But at the time, that's a conversation that I had, and he gave me nothing. Then I talked to another one of my friends that I alluded to earlier, friends with ARIEL, who's like, dude, I am telling you, that fight's still going to happen. That fight is going to happen. I would bet enormous amount of money it's still going to happen. And I'm like, really? Like, geez, man. So then as more bad information came out, I just kept texting it. I kept texting it to him, and he's just kind of, just going, okay, all right, right? Like, all right. I apologized to him this morning because after ARIEL put that out, I'm like, I should have never questioned you, dude. I should have never questioned you. But anyway, so like then the original person who told me about the injury, who is bulletproof any other time, hits me up, calls me, and he's like, hey, that info was bad. I'm like, really? Then you got Josh Thompson comes out on his show, and he said that he's heard two different stories.
That he's dealing with a little bit of an injury, you know, Conor is, and so that they
Okay.
that he should be.
And then this one.
My second take is from somebody else, and they said that he's actually going to try to extend the camp. He wants more time. He's trying to push this off until, later. Now, I don't know how much later, but he says, what I've been told, he still wants this fight. He's not backing out. He's not pulling out. But apparently it's very difficult to get off of the booze.
Like, listen, and when I'm telling you, like, this is what I'm saying. When I tell you that the stories I were hearing, like, I wasn't just hearing he was hurt. I was getting specifically how he was hurt. That's what I'm not saying it because I was like, don't tell anybody until it's out. So I don't want to, like, because they'll know it was for me. So I don't want to say exactly what was said because I don't want to, fuck up my, like, I don't want to out anybody. But, like, to me, it's like, okay, it's on from Chandler. Then all this, then it's like credible source. Here, it's off because of this specific injury. Then like this story, then this. Every single story was different. Okay, everybody was different, and I'm talking. These are all credible people. It was fucking chaos, dude. Fucking chaos. Absolute chaos. And then last night, Chandler basically, like, as far as I could tell, taps out. He's like, I'm going back to Tennessee. Walk on, fucking let me know, wake me up when whatever. And I'm like, damn, so this fight really is off. Okay. So now we come back to Marcus Deegan because this is the most ludicrous fucking idiotic story that I've ever heard forever. Okay. So one thing that you have to understand, right, is if you're in our position, like if you're a person who has a show that's big enough that like a fair number of people watch it, like everybody wants to, like if they could get in contact with you, they want to fucking feed you info. Like they want to feel like they're on the inside, It's like one of those things where, what's the right way to put it? It's like, dude, if you're a combat sports fan, like of course you want on the inside of all of this stuff. Who wouldn't? You know what I mean? Like of course you want to be on the inside of all of this stuff. Be like, hey, so what's Khabib's manager say? Or like, hey, what's the word from the Ireland guys? Like obviously it's super fun. But so you get these people who will hit you up who in some cases do know people and in other cases do not and are pretending to know people, right? And they're just stoked to have your ear. And if you're listening to them, whatever, like in all fairness, like no offense to anybody, but people have to like really demonstrate credibility before I believe anything that they say, just because so many people reach out to me with stuff and they're like, oh, I got blah, 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 blah. So Marcus Deegan is like, hey man, I just got a big piece of info. And I'm like, what do you got? He's like, hang on. I'll let you know right now. He told me this is coming from a dude who is in Ireland and is friends with a dude on Conor's team. All right. And so I'm like, oh shit, man. He said it's off. The fight's off. Chandler versus Max is on. And I'm like, all right. I mean, that sounds relatively credible. Why is he saying that the Conor fight is off? And he said, and I quote, Conor never had any intention of taking the fight. He just was doing this to promote his brands. And I was like, that's his story. And he's like, yeah, that's what he said. I'm like, his story is that Conor never intended on fighting Chandler. He just pretended in order to promote his brands. He's like, that's what he's saying. I'm like, Marcus, there is a fucking 0.0000000000000 to infinity % chance that is fucking true. None. Not 0.0001. None. No chance in a million years. That guy is completely full of shit. He's lying to you. And he's like, yeah, it did sound kind of weird. I'm like, yeah, no fucking shit. You're telling me Conor McGregor signed a bout agreement to fight Michael Chandler? The UFC, Dana and all these guys go sell $20 million worth of tickets to fucking T-Mobile, the biggest gate of all time. And Conor never had any intention of doing the fight. He just wanted to promote his fucking brands. I was like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Tell that guy, well, actually, you don't need to tell him anything. You just need to never listen to him literally ever again, because that is so absurd. I just thought that was funny because it's the least likely story out of every story that I've heard thus far. But now we have to entertain the idea that this whole thing was a publicity stunt. Okay. And now here is the deal, right? If Conor is doing a Ryan Garcia, right? If he's doing a Ryan Garcia where he's doing these videos where he's pretending to be drunk and all of that stuff, he's pretending to be drunk, he's not really drunk, and then he cancels the press conference. Everyone's like, dude, is this guy serious? Is he really nursing an injury? And at first you're like, he wouldn't do that. No one plays it harder than Conor. No one. If he's doing a Ryan Garcia, he will go all the way to the wall. He will take it to the point where he'll cancel a presser, get the whole world thinking, oh my God, is he out of this fight? Knowing all along, it's all misdirection. It's all misdirection. Conor plays it like that. You have to entertain the idea that this was all a publicity stunt because that guy is he's a genius, dude. He's a genius, and he would do a thing like that. All right, so let's wrap up with the story of what Dana White said about the Tyson and Jake Paul fight, because this, I believe, tells us a lot about said fight and whether or not it is going to happen. Let's listen.
Like, if I brought up fucking Jake Paul, pretty much everybody in the room and the other room wants to see Jake Paul get knocked out. You got the reason why you hope Tyson would pull this off? Or
did you help set that up? Because I know you're close with Tyson.
God, no. God, no.
Wait.
When this fight happens, Tyson will be 58.
Did I say to the Nelk boys? I meant not the Nelk boys. That is insane. I see Dana in a chair. I'm just like, he's with the Nelk boys. It's like, nope, he's not. He's with Schultz.
Fucking years.
I'm worried about him.
Under any circumstances, a fucking almost 60-year-old man shouldn't be fighting a 27-year-old fucking guy under any circumstances, even if it's Mike Tyson. So
Really?
it's fucking ridiculous. When he actually fought somebody who was a boxer, who had the same type of record he has, who is his age,
Tommy,
and who is his size, he fucking lost.
Yeah.
So they're never going to go that fucking route again. I saw some guy the other day say, when are you going to stop fighting gimmick fights? You going to call Mike Tyson a gimmick?
Yeah. It is a gimmick fight, but I found him, I would never.
If you got people that are fucking dumb enough to pay for that shit, fucking, you know.
Well, it's on Netflix. You don't even have to pay now.
Huh?
It's on Netflix. You don't even have to pay.
And brilliant move, too, because you don't have to go pay. Everybody has fucking Netflix. So just turn it on. Fuck it. I'll turn it on and see what happens. I love Mike Tyson.
Okay.
He's fucking almost 60 years old.
So you just worry for
You know
his
what I
health.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. My fucking back is killing me today. Killing me. I have no idea why. I guess it's because I'm 50 fucking 4. You know what I mean? I'm 54, so I guess that's why my back is fucking killing me today. This guy's 27. He's in his fucking prime as a human.
Yeah.
And it's fucking
But the internet explodes.
And I love Mike, and nobody wants to see Mike get beat by this fucking jerk.
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about in terms of whether the fight's going to happen right here.
Everybody in the room and the other room wants to see Jake Paul get knocked out. You got the reason why you hope Tyson would pull this off? Or
did you help set that up? Because I know you're close with Tyson.
God, no. God, no. When this fight happens, Tyson will be 58.
When this fight happens. So fight's still a go, dude. Fight's still a go. Now, what I think is funniest about this is that Dana has set the table to where if Jake wins, doesn't mean shit. However, if Mike wins, oh my God, you got beat by a 58-year-old, which is funny. It's just funny. If you think he doesn't know what he's doing, he does. But anyway, that's what I got for today. Let's see what happens with this Conor fight. Who knows? By the time I get this up, maybe we'll have word on what's going on. I hope so. Love you guys. Bye.